I've closed over $2 million over the phone as a high ticket closer. And no, it's not because I'm a smooth talker or I'm a sales genius. It's because I know how to handle prospects when they give me the I need to think about it, or I need to sleep on it, or I need to talk to my wife. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how you can own these objections and not have these objections own you and cost you tens and even hundreds of thousands of dollars because you couldn't close these deals. So let's get right into it. When it comes to handling objections, I like to break it down into a 5-step framework, right? I like to call this my Aikido method. If you don't know what Aikido is, it's a martial art where you use the energy that somebody gives you, right? Let's say if somebody throws a punch, you grab that punch and you use it to throw them on the floor, right? Well, it's the same thing when it comes to objections, because objections have a lot of weight and power to them. And a lot of people, when they get hit with an objection, they don't know how to use it and throw it back at the person or at the prospect, right? They just get hit by it and then they fall down and then, oh yeah, no worries, you could think about it, right? You don't want to do that. So the first one is you need to listen. Very simple, right? Crazy. You need to freaking listen to the prospect, because a lot of salespeople, what they do, they just want to talk over the prospect. They want to go ahead and give them their opinion. Listen, you want to listen to what they're saying, because believe it or not, sometimes they'll just give you the real unspoken objection, right? So with that being said, you listen, and you don't just listen and stare at them like a freaking dead fish like this. No, you actively listen. Got it. Okay. Right? Got it. Listen. The second step is agree, right? This is the most important part when it comes to sales. And I see salespeople, even people that have been in the game for 5+ years, they still mess up on this. Even me, sometimes I mess this up, is you don't agree with the prospect, right? Which is the worst thing you could do, because in sales or just communication in general, if you're not agreeing with somebody, that means you're disagreeing with them. So if you disagree with them, guess what? That means you are against them and you're not working with them, and that causes friction, right? So you always want to agree with the prospect. Listen, I completely understand. I get it. I was in that position before too. You're right, 100%. I agree with you. I'm in 100% agreement with you. I get it. You know why? Why do you want to agree? Because that's going to put you on the side with the prospect. Imagine like the contract is right here. So instead of you giving the contract like this and you're a disagreement, you're kind of like sitting next to them like, yeah, I agree. I see what you're saying. But boom, 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 boom. And you break it down for them. So you're on the side. You're on their side. I'm here to help you. I'm here to serve you. And service is seen as selling, right? It's very crucial, right? A lot of people think it's just, oh, sell, 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 sell. No, it's service, 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 and then you sell, right? So it's the same thing. When somebody hits you an objection, I agree. I'm with you. You're right, 110%. That is the most important rule. Do not mess this up. Right? Now, the third part of the objection handling is you want to go ahead and acknowledge, right? Acknowledge the communication, right? Now, I know you guys are probably, okay, it's gonna be broken down into steps, but when you guys combine all of this together, it's one fluid communication line, right? So with that being said, you need to go ahead and acknowledge the prospect. Yeah, John, completely understand you need to think about it. I'm the same way, by the way. I love thinking about things before I make a decision. Boom, what did I do? I acknowledged his communication, because a lot of salespeople, what they do, somebody hits someone an objection, yeah, I got it, but they're not listening and they're not acknowledging the communication. It's like when you and your girlfriend, you guys get into a fist fight, or like, not a fist fight, but you guys get into a fight, right? And then she's telling and she's like, oh, you never listened to me. It's probably because you don't acknowledge her, right? Oh, you said you weren't gonna go out to go and talk to those girls. Yeah, baby, I completely understand. I get it. I know exactly how you feel. By the way, I know if you were to do the same thing, I'll probably be mad as well. Boom, you just disarmed her. Now she's like, yeah. What is she gonna say? You know? So agree, acknowledge. Think about it like that, you know? Very simple. Oh, you said you weren't gonna go and talk to these girls and fuck this girl and talk to this girl and do this. Yeah, listen, baby, I completely understand. I know how you feel. And by the way, if the roles were reversed, I'll probably be feeling the same way as you. You agree and you acknowledge. Now she's just like, And now here's the fourth part. You transition. Right? However, right? And you never want to say but, guys, because I see a lot of people say, I get you need to think about it. By the way, even if, let's say they did all those 3 steps right. Yeah, I completely understand you need to think about it. By the way, I'm the same way. I love thinking about things before I make a decision. But, you see that? But, you're wrong, right? It's like when a girl says, yeah, I like you, but, you're going to be like, wait, what? But? What do you mean, but? Right? So that's the thing. You don't want to say but, right? When you're agreeing with somebody, you want to use different words like however. This is what I would tell you. I completely understand what you're saying. However, this is what I would say. right? You see how it's better? You're still agreeing with them. Now you're transitioning smoothly into actually handling the objection. Listen, John, I completely understand you need to think about it. By the way, that's phenomenal. I love thinking about things before I make a decision. Now, let me ask you this. How long do you need to think about it for? 2 days, 3 days, a week, a year? Oh, just like 3 days. Okay, good. You see? Boom. Now let me ask you, instead of saying but, now let me ask you this. However, this is what I would say. Those are phenomenal transition words. There's so many more transition words that you could do. I just like to use those, just because that's what's been ingrained into my brain, but those are my favorite transition words. Now, after you transition, you want to go ahead and isolate the objection, because the biggest thing that salespeople do is they handle one objection, and then once they handle that objection, the prospect gives them another objection. They handle that one, and then the prospect gives them another objection. They handle that one, and it just keeps going on and on and on, right? So what you want to do when it comes to actually handling objections is you want to isolate the objection. Listen, other than you needing to think about it, John, what else is stopping you? Oh, it's the money. Okay, gotcha, the money. What else? The time. Okay, what else? No, that's it. Are you sure, John? Tell me everything. No, that's it. It's just the money and the time, and I need to think about it. Okay, gotcha. Now, out of these 3 different objections, man, that you just gave me, which one's the real thing that's stopping you? Oh, it's the money. Boom. Now, I just saved myself 30 minutes, and I just got the one objection, and now what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hammer that objection down. So, with that being said, you isolate the objection. Now, let's say it's the money. Okay, gotcha, John. Now, is it that you physically don't have the money, or you just can't justify it? Oh, I just physically don't have it. Boom, okay, cool. Now you negotiate the deal. You work the deal out. You work out a payment plan. You finance it, whatever. You work the deal out. Oh, I can't justify it. Now, this is where I ask hard questions, which also correlates to the 5th one, handle/close. You close it, right? So, yeah, completely understand you can't justify investing $5,000 into yourself. Now, let me ask you this, John. When's the last time you invested $5,000 into anything? Oh, a long time ago. Gotcha, what was it? Oh, it was a car. Gotcha. Let me ask you this, did that car make you more money or less money? Oh, it made me less money. Gotcha. Let me ask you this, John, what's more valuable, you or a piece of metal? Oh, me, for sure. Okay, good, John. So at the end of the day, you've invested $5,000 into things that were less important than yourself, man. Let me ask you this, do you think if you were to do this program, you would make more money or less money? Oh, definitely more money. Okay, good. It's $5,000. Let's roll. What card do you want to put it on? Visa, MasterCard, American Express. Bam, and then you go for the close. You see? So that right there is the flow of how to handle objections. If you guys just get good at this one thing right here, you guys are gonna crush it when it comes to sales. You guys will print so much money, you don't even know what to do with it, right? So let's recap. Let's recap it. Somebody says, I need to sleep on it. Completely understand you need to sleep on it, John. By the way, I love sleeping. Let me ask you this, other than you need to sleep on it, what else is stopping you? You see how that just flowed? Oh no, I just need time. It's just the time. Gotcha, the time. What else? No, that's it, just the time, I gotta sleep on it because of the timing. Gotcha, so it's just the timing. Yeah, it's just the timing. Okay, good. So if you're telling me if I could solve the timing, I could snap my fingers and turn it into Houdini and solve the timing, you would do this today. Yeah, I'll do it today. Okay, perfect. I'm about to turn it into Houdini. You ready to watch some magic? Yeah, for sure. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, good. Me and you both know, by the way, are you coachable, John? Yeah, I'm coachable. Okay, good. Time, me and you both know, isn't a real thing. It's never the right time. My mom had me, and she wasn't prepared, but it happened. Here we are today. So at the end of the day, nothing in life you're ever gonna be prepared for. There's never gonna be the right time. At the end of the day, the time is what you make of it. Right now, I'm in Miami, it's 3 o'clock for me. In LA, it's 12 o'clock. Time isn't real, John. So let me ask you this, what are you actually uncertain about? Hard question. Oh, no, I just don't, it's a lot of money. I just don't really want to invest. It's a lot of money. I've never invested that amount before. Exactly. Now, let me ask you this, John. Do you think in you doing what you're currently doing right now has gotten you to the results that you want to get to? No, exactly. So if you're not changing, you're choosing, John. So if you want to get a different result, what do you think you have to do? I have to change. Exactly. And you have to change what you do and what your actions are. Your current actions have led you to where you are now. If you want to get to the next level, you have to do different actions. Don't you think so? Yeah. Okay, good. So let me ask you this. Do you want to do more in life or do you want to do less? Because in life, you can never stay the same. Oh, I want to do more. Okay, good. Visa, MasterCard, American Express. Go for the close. You see, that right there is how the flow of communication works, guys. And if you just implement that 5-step Aikido method, I promise you're gonna close more deals. So with that being said, I hope you guys took some notes. You guys are actually gonna apply this because knowledge is useless without implementation. If you do not have implementation, knowledge is useless. Knowledge is not power, action is power. So with that being said, take some notes, rewatch this video a couple of times so you guys can practice. And if you guys do want to get into high ticket sales, but you just don't know how to land the role, or if you don't know what high ticket sales is, I actually dropped a free YouTube video down below in my description that you could go ahead and click, and it's going to teach you everything that you need to know on how to get started in high ticket sales and how to land your first offer. So with that being said, it was a pleasure seeing you guys, speaking to you guys. Hope you guys got a lot of information, and I'll see you guys on the other side.